right here. There we go. Okay, well, let's start a recording here. God, just getting me to this run has been a trial, all. Seems like the game wants to give me those 7 trials before the run starts. I made just one, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory. If you all want to know just my history with the TCG itself, I have a lot of old cards that remind me of my friends, for all the good times and the bad. For all the memories on that one there back in college. Still wearing one of my coats that I wore back then. Anyway, to start, we're in the shop here. As you can see, Yu-Gi-Oh!, unlike a lot of the later games, has a shop. Say hi to Yugi's grandpa. This game is broken to some degree. We will not be doing anything like that. There is an entire glitch category, well, not even glitch category, that abuses the shop, and a glitch that basically lets you overflow stuff and, well, really break the game. But you can see where you can buy packs. We can also buy starter decks, although we don't have any in at present, but we will be taking advantage of all that. Also, you can see here we have passwords. You can essentially pay 1,000 DP to get a card you may not already have. This is the last game that actually allowed you to do that. From then on, you had to actually have the card in your collection. We'll also go out and show you one of the more cool things about this speedrun. This is this week's limited cards. You notice how we have Darkhold, Monster Reborn, Banned, and Change of Heart legal. Well, what happens if I go to the next day? Sorry, y'all. Like, probably have something in my eye, but I'll do the best I can. So, do not hold that against me if I try to get out partly during the speedrun. Can't help it. And I don't want to delay this anymore. But if you notice now, Change of Heart is banned. And Monster Reborn is legal. That is one of the more important things about this game speedrun. You have to play around 4 unique ban lists, which each of them change how the stuff is. You know, with what cards we can and can't allow. And one thing you will notice is we keep multiple decks. That's because we have to adjust things on that one. At the start, we're just looking to get 40 cards as best as we can. And we'll be improving that over the run. So, if you notice, we'll have to do a lot of editing here and there, but we do it fast. Instead of using the menuing for some of the things, we just use up here and filter through things. It's a lot harder to explain at the beginning because of something that the game has that's unique, as the packs are not random, they're in a sequence. So you will see me reset a tiny bit at the beginning to get one exact card at the start. I try the best I can for it, but it's more precise than anything else like that, so I just find sections of the music to try to help it be found a lot easier. And before everything else, I need to change over my editing, so that way I do not accidentally reset. Well, not reset, but rewind in games, as this run does not allow you to do that, or use the early days collection, which is what I'm using's save ability. But we'll be using this in case of any backups. So, I guess finally we can start the run. So, give me a minute. So, like I said, I might have to restart 1 or 2 times to get the card we need, but again, let me double check the timer. Timer looks good. So 3, 2, 1. And now I need to listen closely to music. As the way the shop's music goes, it gives a very good audible pattern that you can track. Let's do fairly standard. 1, 2. Let's see if I got it at 1. Nope. Like I said, it takes 1 to 2 tries sometimes, and it's pretty quick on that, you know, overall. So, we do what we can do. Like I said, you know, it's hard to get it precise, although the nice thing is that this does allow us to try and manipulate rare cards later on if we can. 3, 4, 2. See, did I get the timing now? Yes, I did. So now we're going to quit out, as doing so lets us reset that sequence. So we'll be trying to take advantage of that later on, whenever we can sometimes. Now we're going to rest a couple days, in fact a couple weeks. Most people say you should start on the second week of the game, which is where tournaments can start to be done. We're not going to do that. We're going to wait till the third week, as that gives us a more advantageous list. And that is one thing at the start you really do need to take care of. As well, our first deck lasts for about 3 matches and 1 normal game, so we gotta do what we gotta do. And let's keep going. We're going to wait till Friday, so that way there is only 1 person blocking us, and we don't have to deal with any sort of movement in the shop. And to play it safe, I am going to double check the list here. Yep, did remember. Sometimes it's those small details and also nerves in a marathon, so give me a second here. 3. Pack only 2 packs. Hoping for 3. Okay, let's see if I can get the manipulation perfect. Oh, good. Yes! I got the Zapper pack. Batons of the Zapper. That is a blue rare, or pretty hard to get. Now we're going to finally build our first deck. We're going to go over here. We're going to sort the attack to make it a lot easier. We're going to favorite some cards, as although it can't be confirmed or denied, the game seems to prioritize some things over others when it comes to giving us cards. Well, there we go. We want 2 stars there. We then want to quickly shift back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cliff. Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't want Mysterious Puppeteer. We want Spirit of the Harp. Not Time Wizard. Don't want to go for the memes here. The Faith, and quickly toss in like 1 more card. I'll throw in Enchanted Mermaid so we have enough. Then we want to scroll over here, go down to icons to make it easier to sort. We're going to put all of our staple cards alongside removal as easy to find, so that way it's a lot easier. Also that there. Ooh, Twin Swords. 2, 3, 4. Twin Swords is another card we would be using a password on, but since we got it early... Oh, and Robin Goblin, too. We got a good open set of packs. The only thing better would have been Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, as that's for a later thing, but I won't spoil that yet. So we put in our traps to rest, because we're going to be using equip cards to be able to build our own Rikeki, Block Attack, Giant Trunade, Reliable Guardian, Twin Swords Professor Knight. Those there. Malevolent Nuzzler. We have enough Earths. Okay, let's try for... Okay, we need to toss in another card just to make up the difference, so I'm just going to toss in Remove Trap, because it doesn't really affect things, but it's not a blank either. Sort of, if you don't have enough good cards at the start, you just gotta toss in a card which you would call a brick. Meaning that if you draw it, it's really not going to help you. And now we're finally at our first game. And our first opponent. And unfortunately, we are going second. Positive note is that our opponent is programmed to always set a creature whenever they go first, for the most part. So we're going to be taking advantage of that. Yep, they get Graceful Charity because of the way the game gives them cards to counter us. There's a lot of stuff online describing that one. Okay, Invigoration. Yes, Celtic Guardian out first, so that way we play around a lot of little things. We're going to attack our face down. Hopefully it's not a flip effect. They naturally only get 3. Okay, Dark Blade. Okay, so we're going to have to main phase 2. Go with Invigoration, so that way I can keep my monster high enough to survive everything. And since our opponent has a same attack monster, they're going to keep it a defense. Because the game is programmed to not really try to crash, aka use their own attack monster to get rid of one of our monsters. So we're going to attack here first, and attack here. And I'm hoping that it is not a Man-Eater Bug, Penguin Soldier, or Hane Hane. It's not Hane Hane. Pick your choice. Basically, removal on a monster. Good, good. Our opponent only gets 3 of them because we have 6 or more 1500 attack or higher level 4 monsters. Now let's see. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to use Dispel, as Dispel right here can be used to check what an opponent has. The opponent will always use a trap as soon as possible, which is why you see them actually negate a magic jammer instead of dealing with things. I'm going to throw out White Magical Hat, whose ability lets us discard a card when it attacks. So, when it deals damage, so we're going to hopefully get that. 1,000, good, good. We'll deal 1,800 now and remove a card from their hand, which is very beneficial, as you can imagine, since every NPC that is not a named opponent, like Taya, Tristan, Bakura, Mako, Mai, Weevil, Rex, and Kaiba, well, Yui, Joey, and Kaiba as well, basically has just a lot of normal monsters. It also having a White Magical Hat in attack position means the game will see they have an attack monster that can destroy it, and will throw that in attack position and try to destroy it. And I'm going to set Penguin Soldier here as a follow-up. Sort of that opponent will read it, that it is a monster they can destroy, will attack it during their next turn, its flip effect will activate, and then it will bounce the opponent's creature back to the hand, so we can then finish off this game. I guess if I haven't explained Yu-Gi-Oh yet, think of it like D&D with cards. And just like I said, they're going to do that. But that sort of means like we have spells, we have effects, we use what we've got to use. And then we're going to go here, return our monster just like I said. Then we're going to pass turn. Well, we're going to not bounce another creature. Nuzzler, let's see, 17 plus 18. Yep, that's more than 31. So we have now officially won our first game. Now, if I didn't have a good amount of equipment, well, equipped spells, I could go to the shop and pick up 2 more. But since we got a decent amount, we're going to just hold off on it. Yeah, this game is just fun, especially as a speedrun, chat. Especially as a speedrun. You've got, like, some stuff, you've got a lot of little interesting things. So, here we go. Let's see our first match opponent. This opponent is random. Ah, Joey. Okay. Hopefully we won't need to make a save during the match, during the best of 3. But if we do, we have a backup. We have the ability to do that. In a normal run, you would not have access to that one, and since it is a more showcase piece, it could sort of fudge the rules a bit, because the Japanese version, well, best way to describe it is it has its flaws. Okay, let's see. Block attack, Sangan, he's going to get another monster. Yeah, I think I'm going to summon Sangan's Tist if that's a trap hole. Good, it's not. He has a lot of monsters that are higher attack, but we also have Fissure. Okay, Alligator Sword, it'll be there. We'll take 200. Let's go to main phase 2. Fissure, Eternal Rest, block attack. I will... Yeah, I'll use the Fissure. Probably run into a Magic Jammer. I'll be taking a little bit of damage, but that's part of the game. It's to use your life points to an advantage. The fans of Magic the Gathering in here might know the term, the only point of life that matters is the last one. Zabira will take a little bit of damage, but it'll decrease its attack, and we can't really attack it in defense. Well, we can do that one, so... Highland Turtle, Matazza the Zapper. Zapper is good, but we don't really have enough. Yeah, I'm going to go with Penguin Soldier as the follow-up, so that way I can protect my own life points. However, I'm not going to start with the card. Waboku. Okay, I'm going to set that, and let's talk about timing. See, we get the ability to manually time when we want to do stuff. If you noticed how I did not change anything at the start of the speedrun, that is because the game remembers what you have set up beforehand, so it's a lot easier to just not have to worry in a speedrun setting. It's best to just start a game, you know, set all the stuff up ahead of time, and then create a new file. We're gonna do this. gonna set that there. Now, here's hoping, I'll throw some wood here in case he, okay, Goblin Attack Force. Not the best option, which we wouldn't want to see, but because it will go to defense, we can take advantage of that. But I am going to Waboku here, or Waboku. So it will attack, it will not destroy our monster, it will shift to defense, and now that we have the other monster in defense, we can do a lot of stuff. White Magical Hat, Penguin Soldier. Yeah, Penguin Soldier here. Use the Darkfire Soldier. Goblin Attack Force will be able to swap back, but it's 0 defense, so I'll use this here. You go like that there, so it destroys the monster. Since Goblin Attack Force won't switch back to attack position, we can take advantage of that. Spear Dragon, okay, we'll take a little bit of damage here from that. Now, normally I would want to return those to hand, but since I've got monsters that can destroy things, and Joey has not set any cards, I know what I don't have to worry about, and that is a Trap Hole, Magic Jammer, or 7 Tools of the Bandit. Although this is week 4, so he does also have a copy of Skull Dice. So we're just going to do this here. I'm not technically priced into this game yet. By priced in, I mean have taken enough time that we couldn't consider surrendering if needed, as that is also a valuable strategy in the speedrun. Okay, Goblin Attack Force again. Okay, we'll take a tiny bit of damage here. But since he's summoning a lot of monsters, let's see here. Okay. Whip card off the top. Just a fave. Okay. I'll throw down with just a fave, as this way I can get rid of the Goblin Attack Force, get back that Fissure, and be able to use that on the following turn. And hopefully they'll attack in just a fave. Or not have a monster. So that will tell me something too. That tells me that that is either a monster with less attack than what they have, or that it is a flip effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back this Fissure here as a backup plan. We're going to start by attacking with Harpy's Brother, as the game determines what monsters to return back to hand based on the attack order or destroy. So in this case, Harpy's Brother will survive, but the Magician of Faith will get destroyed. If we didn't do that, then it would be via highest attack. Like I said, I already set that up. Okay, then I'm going to, let's say, set White Magical Hat, hopefully draw a creature to attack, and then we'll use Robin Goblin as a follow-up to get rid of a card in his hand. That's why I set that up to be activated during his draw phase, so we can get it as soon as possible. 1700, okay. I'll be able to get rid of that one, and because of that, I don't want to use Fissure. Don't want to use Fissure on that one there, because I can immediately get rid of it. Reliable Guardian. Let's set Reliable Guardian. Guardian Hand's good. Wait a minute. 2 off of that. Yeah, I'll set it like this. Anyway, I'll summon that one, take a tiny bit of damage most likely, but I will get rid of 2 of the cards from his hand, so he will have only 1 creature out there. Yeah, unlike Forbidden Memories, the closest thing I could see about it is maybe it stacks the deck to some degree and alters what they will give the opponent, but then again, it also feels like they do that to us. Like, if we have a lot of normal attack monsters, they won't summon flip effects. If they do, and please God, please God, please God, please God, please God, Time Wizard's a pain. For that very reason. For that very reason, Ick. Not the best right now, but should be further along. But you do what you gotta do on that one there. Paralyzing Potion. Hopefully I don't lose this one. I'm gonna be annoyed if I do, but if the game does not give me a card, I'm gonna have to use it. I'm gonna have to take that reset option. Not so much reset option, but surrender. Hopefully want to get by the first weekend tournament in around 20 minutes, if not less. Iteration, Fissure. Okay. I could do that. Paralyzing Potion here. Since I'm so low on life anyway, what I'm gonna hope to do is use Eternal Rest, hope Joey does not summon anything, and then hopefully follow it up with a creature. Very low odds, but sometimes you gotta take the heart of the cards. At 200 life points, back row there. 30 meter across. Yep, that means I do have to lose the time for it, but like I said, you've got to take the odds on that one there, and had it looked like I could have lost sooner, I would have taken the surrender. And because this is a marathon, I'm going to safety save. I don't like to do it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna try to not reset, well, not rewind, unless it's clearly obvious that I made a giant mistake. Fissure, Robin Goblin, 7 Tools the Bandit, Robin Goblin there. Timings, draw phase, faith, Mahavilo. Really don't want to waste Mahavilo. I really don't want to waste Mahavilo. Just the faith too. You know what? We're gonna ship it. We're going to take this here, Robin Goblin, use Fissure, summon our Mahavilo, hope for an equip spell to get its effect. Okay, Spirit Dragon will go to defense, so that's good. Like I said before, the opponent will use their spells as soon as possible. We won't be able to rip a card out of the hand, but Fissure will help us there. Okay, let's draw for turn. Trap hole. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to Fissure this here. Also, you just saw Tribute to the Doom. The reason why we want Tribute to the Doom is because it dramatically helps us keep our removal. It's essentially a discard to destroy any monster, face up or face down, and we don't get a lot of face down removal early on, so that helps us out. Okay, spell card. That probably tells me that was an equipped spell. More than likely. Okay, Time Wizard. You cannot flip that one there. Let's see here. False. Yes! Yes! Sorry, all on that one there. Sometimes you just gotta pray for it and just hope that they lose a point for that. So we'll go here. We aren't going to use Karate Man's effect, which being able to increase it to a 2,000 attack is very good. It helps us count as removal. Robin Goblin, we're going to immediately be able to get rid of other stuff. And since we have a set trap hole, we're going to be able to take advantage of that next turn. Let's see, 26, 30, 26, 50, okay. Trap hole is immediately going to be used here. I gotta make sure to not hit yes to lose time on that one there. So go like that there. Okay, Spirit of the Harp. Guarantee the kill off of that. The trap hole because it's attack. We're going to activate this. And now we're going to attack for game. Not bad for a game 2. Like I said, because it is a marathon setting, I will take the safety save again. I don't like to do this, and in normal runs you are not allowed to use these features. But since this is also the Japanese version, when you leave the house, and this is why you only get to see the right side of the border here, is because of the fact that the game tells you when it's saving with that little disc, you know, old school heart disc icon. And because of that, you can tell that when we leave the house to go to a tournament, we are also locked into that, unlike the US and EU version. Okay, none there. Okay, draw off that. Eternal Rest. We'll set Castle Wall. Tribute, Armored Lizard, Fissure. Okay. Yeah, set that there. Get the warrior there. That's 21. Oh, we don't have any equipped, so I'm going to use Tribute to the Doomed here. Discard Eternal Rest. Get rid of this. Hope he does not have a monster that has a higher enough attack, but you can see just like how we gotta go for things. 19. Okay, Mage Power. Now I'm annoyed even more because that, well, if you can't tell, we just discarded Eternal Rest, which means we could have destroyed that anyway, but it happens. Okay, draw for turn, Karate Man. We want to use Armored Lizard here to kill that one. We'll Fissure just follow up. Normally, I do not get this bad of luck. Again, thanks, Marathon. And like I said before, game says no sometimes. And yes, Ochi, it uses Japanese name, has 3 Spear Dragons. Zambira, okay. Defense on that one there will be 19. Maybe we have to run, so we can kill it. But it is what it is. Like I said, I do not want to have to reset. Okay, that's actually good for us. That is good for us, actually, as this means Joey will automatically sacrifice whatever monster he summons. So it's good for us, actually, on that one there. And with that, that'll help. Double Panther Warrior. Okay, so attacks there. We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry. What we're going to do is... Okay, so you're not sacrificing them. Okay. Let's set that there. We'll have it attack. I believe one of those is ours, so we'll look at the coloring of the text to be able to take advantage of that one. Okay, or you can summon Red Eyes. That's good. Okay, oh, this is going to be fun. That's going to negate the attack anyway. Yeah. 25 plus 4, 5 plus 2,000 is 25. We'll survive. We'll return that Penguin Soldier to... We'll use that Penguin Soldier to return its creature to hand. Fissure, Karate Man. Yeah, what I'm going to do now is flip Penguin Soldier here and do something interesting. What I'm going to do is throw that there, then return my own Penguin Soldier to hand. Sometimes you have to think in a 4-dimensional wall situation. Karate Man, yes, I'll throw out Karate Man. I'll change that to attack position with Fissure in hand. I can deal 1900 attack. If he has a monster, he has a monster, and we have Karate Man to help with taking it out. But we'll then be able to use Fissure to deal more damage. We'll take a tiny bit off of him attacking one of our monsters, most likely Spirit of the Heart, because it's a lower attack versus the other one. 1200, not that bad. Just hoping. Yep, just like I said. So now, what we're gonna do, setting up back row, okay. Draw for turn, Celtic Guardian. Let's Fissure this, so that way we can test for a Magic Jammer. Not a Magic Jammer, so we'll summon Celtic Guardian. Not a Trap Hole either, so that means that that is most likely a 7 Tools of the Bandit or just was about to say a Skull Dice, which we'll use as soon as possible. But we only lose 100, so that's good for us. And since he does not have as much stuff, and dear God, this is going to be very behind, but luckily I gave myself a generous estimate. Okay, 2200. I have to go to defense. Okay. 14 plus that, plus that. Leave him at 16 unless we get something good. Come on, deck. Rock attack does not matter. I'll set Penguin Soldier on that one there just so that way I have Karate Man as a follow-up to be able to attack in for more damage. Again, first match of the run. This run takes a lot of skill sets, but sometimes you get that bad of a luck. Okay, Fusion Saves. Please, no. Graceful Charity. Okay, okay. Sets. That's good, that's good, that's good. 26. We win. Thank God. The flip summon Penguin Soldier. We'll return whatever that monster is to hand. I don't care. We're not going to return it again, and we're going to use Batasa the Zapper, which was manipulated for. Whoops, don't mash too fast, maids. Don't mash too fast. Now, we're going to be like 5 to 10 minutes behind where I would like. In fact, close to 10 minutes, but we can make up the time. It's all about that average. It's all about that average. Yep. That Penguin Soldier. Also, although you can't see this, I am mashing both the A and B buttons fast enough when it comes up with the victory screen in order to be able to skip that as fast as possible. Now, we have some money, but we're not going to the shop. We've just won our first weekend tournament. Now, over the course of this game's history, the game has thought, you know, we need to unlock all these characters to win. To unlock, you know, the next tournament, KC Cup. So we're going to sign up because we need to beat... Well, first they thought it was 7 tournaments, then they thought it was just beating, you know, actually talking to a few people. We need to change our deck here. Whoops, I forgot my deck at home. Oops, well, the run's already going bad anyway, so maybe, no, we can't really risk that. We really can't. So we're gonna have to try again next week. like I was saying, they thought that you would need to actually win 7 tournaments in order to be able to unlock all the characters. Then they found that you only needed to unlock the characters, and since there's 4 of them, you'd have to play and win 4 tournaments. Let's go to the 3rd one. And we'll hopefully remember our deck this time. In fact, I'm going to go in, choose to remember our deck this time. But, did I remember the ban list? No, apparently I didn't. So, we're gonna have to take a quit out again. We could reconstruct our deck, but, again, it is what it is. So, we're gonna have to hopefully adjust things. Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so let's sign up again. And of course, we really shouldn't be forgetting our decks. I mean, I've got world record in this, so I should be remembering things. I really should be remembering things. I really should. I should. But I forgot to... Oh, crap. I forgot to edit my deck yet again. Oops. Well, looks like we're gonna have to have the run over. We're gonna have to do every stuff like that. Nah, I'm just joking with y'all. So, I found earlier last year that apparently you don't need to actually win the tournaments. You just have to enter them, and you have to win once. So that just skips 3 tournaments there. Now, I need to count because I have to wait 4 weeks. In worst case, if I lose track of time, I can check the scrolling text up the top. By the way, fun fact, that was not found in 20 years. This is week 6. Need to wait till week 8. Gonna go like that there. Should be week 7 coming up. Because, like I said, worst case, you know, I will wait and check the scrolling text at the top to double check that I am in the correct week, as it will tell me and remind me what tournaments I can enter. This should be the 8th week. Let's see here, I'm in the My House. Let's do it the... Yep, Casey Tower. We're in the correct week. Again, marathon setting, it's worth just double checking it. So we're going to go up to the KC Tower and enter the KC Cup. Yes, I will enter. Yes, we do need to check it out. Yes, we do want to go home. Yes, we do want to rest the day. And now we actually do want to take this deck, copy it to slot 2, edit, main deck, filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we good. Got one other thing. I probably said we wanted the favorite cards. This is for early in the game where we can quickly do that. Now, you may ask yourself, Mage, why were you counting monsters? Well, like I started to explain earlier, the game gives cards to counter, for the opponent to counter our strategy. If we have 6 or more 1500 attack or higher level 4 monsters, it gives them a copy of Penguin Soldier, Hane Hane, a Trap Hole, and Man-Eater Bug. If we have 11 or more, it gives them a lot more. Attack Armor Lizard 15, the Robin Goblet there, timing's that there. Goku, we should not need, we'll throw out Armor Lizard. Well, Weevil's highest attack monster is normal summon 1600. So we're going to take advantage of that by setting up a situation where Weevil will just run his monster into our monster, and we'll get rid of a card from his hand by using that Armored Lizard and the reinforcements I just set. So not only will we kill a monster, we'll deal 400 attack and 400 damage and rip a card out of his hand. But yeah, having less than that means that we get access to a lot of things. Goku there. Yeah. Battle phase there. I'll set Resist the Faith, although it is not the best option. We want to keep pressure right now. We'll also get another card out of his hand. We'll keep Resist the Faith on the field. That way we have something. I could have summoned it as well. Was it a good option? I think it was better to just set it like that. Okay. It's low defense. is getting our opponent to do that there. Okay, let's see here. Celtic Guardian. Dispel, block, attack. Let's do this. We'll throw this out. We'll use the Armored Lizard to attack. Get rid of that, get another card out of his hand, and then attack again. Could have just enough faith as well, but I want to protect my life points right now. So we're just going to do that one there. Yep. Like I said, and the first information came from the old school Pojo forums. The later stuff came from just people trying out random things. 1000 attack, that's reading just the Fave, having a low attack and low defense, so it's going to try to do that one. Since we don't have any spells in our graveyard, we don't really have to worry, and we're not going to be putting that in defense. Configuration, yep, that's going to go immediately on our Armored Lizard, and because we will be dealing a lot of damage here, he will have no cards in hand. So that's what the way to get rid of our opponent's stuff without having to worry, is just make sure they have no hand. Now, we won't really be using that in there. So it's like, because of that one, we can, you know, do a lot of cool things. Summon is that. It's defense. Okay. Let's see here. Gearfried the Iron Knight. And we'll summon Gearfried out. We'll use this attack order so that way whatever the attack is, so whatever the monster is, we can survive. Okay? Okay, we win. See, I did that there because since the flip effect will target any other monster that didn't attack first, it's a lot easier to just save a monster. And because of all that, well, we won. Again, mashing to speed up that, you know, you win stuff. Tribute, Gaff, Meteor Crush, Trap Hole, Draw for turn, Robin Goblin. Let's set that there. Tribute, Trap Hole, Boku. Okay, set the Trap Hole there. The timing's this. Yeah, Boku, Trap Hole. Yeah, I'm gonna try this combination out. Use Goblin Attack Force, which is not the best option, but I'm gonna use a Fairy Meteor Crush here. And since I have a Trap Hole set, if he does get rid of the monster, I will be able to keep it alive. Robin Goblin on that one there, so we will be able to rip another card out. Again, the favorite system, you know, going to our advantage. Okay, Enchanted Mermaid. Yes, that there. We're going to use this attack with Goblin Attack Force, since Fairy Meteor Crush will let us deal damage through its monster, which is called Piercing. So we're going to get some damage. Goblin Attack Force is going to go to defense for a couple turns, but with that Trap Hole and Waboku, that's going to help us out. And because I don't have to worry about the monster that he summons with the Trap Hole, we can just let that happen. Summon, 1000. And again, walk right into a Trap Hole, please. A hole just manifests above it, and we good there. So let's set this up for battle phase, so that way we're good there. We'll summon this. Hopefully it's not a Trap Hole. Good. So we're just going to deal the damage right here, get rid of those last remaining cards, and then next turn attack directly for game. And just like that, we've made up some time. And we've also, because we had 10 monsters, less than 10 monsters, 1500 attack or more, our opponent didn't have Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, or Dark Hole. And Positive Road, if that's a 7 Tools of the Bandits, they're good. It's not, so that's good. Okay, we'll go White Magical Hat. We don't really need to worry. We'll change that to attack position. Oh, it's Tribute to the Doomed. Okay. So it has no cards in hand, so we don't have to worry. We'll just do this. And immediately attack for game. Up an Attack Force. Get another card if we need it. And then Darkfire Soldier. Now, I copied the last deck that we were using to save some time later on, because if I had had to take out any creatures, I would prefer to have them back in the deck for our next opponent, Weevil Underwood. So, for those that love the anime and get the memes, get your memes ready because we legitimately want to use the time where Yugi goes berserk soul on Weevil and just draw our monster Cardos and get rid of him. Thursday, Friday. We hopefully don't want to see Mokuba, so we're going to go here. This will immediately also change our deck, like I said, so that way we can quickly just not have to edit. So wish me luck all, because Weevil is, if you thought Joey was hard, Weevil has a lot of flip effects. We technically give him enough, like 1 to 2 extra, because we're, well, no, yes, because we have 6 or more 1500 attack monsters on that one there. Dispel, okay. Let's see here. I'll save second game if we need to. Set that there. Set Goblin Attack Force to hopefully get through stuff. Castle Ball there. Yeah, that'll work. Weevil does not have back row. Hopefully this will... That works there. Take the trap hole advantage, as we do not want to have Weevil summon some of his things. Okay, let's first flip summon Goblin Attack Force. Okay, positive note. Dealt with a trap hole. Okay, castle walls. Do I want to gamble it? 65's 21. Yeah, I'll gamble that just in case. Jirai Gumo. Okay, that's good enough for me. Like I said, the game sometimes reads stuff, you know, in a lot of different ways. Realizing potion, eternal rest. Well, let's first use Dispel again to see what the face down is. No, I don't want to respond to it. 7 Tools of the Bandit. That'll be very good. So, we want to flip summon this now. Yay, Gearfried. Okay. We're going to attack. What I'm going to do is actually take advantage of that set tools, if I really need to, by having him take 1,000, you know, to pay to destroy it, or take advantage of how the game is coded, if incorrect rules, so it actually sets it up so that way our monster will, well, be able to, essentially our opponent will not have the ability to flip up that 7 Tools of the Bandit during the damage step. Very complicated on that one there, Needleworm. Okay. Hopefully you did not want to have to deal with that one. You have to lose 5 cards to the top of our library. Last deck. The other reason why I didn't summon was because I prefer to not have to deal with the chance of a Penguin Soldier or a Man-Eater Bug. 1200 plus that. Now we're going to actually do some very cool things. We're going to take advantage of the damage step. Since it says I can increase the attack or defense now, because the damage step in old rulings being what they were, it says our opponent can't activate anything that would not increase or decrease the attack. Spirit of the Heart. Oops, don't mash too quickly, mage. This game is very annoying when it comes to mashing through some of the stuff. I'm going to attack here. Sorry, y'all. And then get rid of that. Attack here. But hopefully just going to try to keep baiting out monsters into attack position, so that way Weevil does not set any flip effects. Okay, that's a pain there. Okay, Misaki, Paralyzing Potion, Eternal Rest. I'm going to leave those like that. I'm going to attack here. This is playing it safe. Force our lady to make a do. So glad I left that edit. As you can clearly see, I would have lost more monsters here. Okay, I'll set Misaki then, and hopefully say go. I could have set the other thing. Okay, so Misaki is going to die, unless he's, nope, smart enough to do that there. That's a pain, but you do what you can do some days. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And there. Okay, let's go with this first, as Fissure's an easy way to get rid of things. Okay, 7. Okay, that helps us out. That keeps the Eternal Rest in hand. Okay, now let's try that Fissure. Okay, good. Yep, I'll do that there. I'll flip summon here. Since that is the 7 tools of the bandit. Took me a minute to remember that, but you gotta admit, with all the little details in this game, you sometimes just, you do the best you can. Like I said, I'm not priced into this game, but I sort of am now. Equip monster, equip card. Okay, Monster Reborn. Double attack force, but that'll go to defense. That will go to defense. We'll take a little bit of damage, but it goes to defense, so, well, whoops. Yep. Thank God for that no there. Boku there, so set that there. Timing battle phase. I'm going to take advantage of that extra 1,000 off of that, hopefully. Off of that 7 tools of the bandit to be able to take an extra 1,000 off. Attack directly, please. No monster. Well, sometimes the games say it. But Magician of Faith, on the other hand, that's going to help us out. That means we can use Magician of Faith to get back a removal spell. This is for something that we can do, of course. That's why not. Magician of Faith will get us back something on that one there. We have Paralyzing Potion. We have Fissure. Okay, Jiraigumo. We did not want to see that. But I will activate that. It'll take 7 tools. Use that there. If I draw a monster, I can win. Will he miss the flip? No. Sometimes I feel like the game deliberately gives our opponent stuff, you know, just to spite us. Okay, block attack with Animal Guardian. Take the Fissure of that one there. No back row. So let's see here. Off return. Harpy's Brother. We win. Immediately slam the Fissure down. Part of the cards. Thank you for giving us the win. See, it's those epic top deck modes that make this run so fun. Like I said, I prefer to be already on the next opponent now, but again, you gotta take it for what it's worth. You gotta do what you gotta do. Going first on that one there, he'll set a monster depending on the back row. Okay, depends on my card, depends on the summon, and I will go for the Panther Warrior, Sangan, Castle Walls, Configuration. Okay. So swords, ew, and ew. So we're gonna have to try for this. I'll set that, set Castle Walls. Timing's this there. I'll give it a turn or two, see what I get, and then decide if I need to take a reset. Well, not so much reset, but a continuation of other stuff. Okay, 700 plus that, there. Attack order is important for him. So we're going to use this here. I'm going to rip a card out of his hand too. Yep, we'll do that there. 400, 1100. Card out. Call the Haunted. Okay, that's going to hurt us. But 24, that. The game is telling me I should be doing this. Sometimes you just got to read the way the game is telling you. And we'll do that there. I will say, though, that time save from saving tournaments immediately saves a lot of time. But I'm going to take the concession here because it's going to take me a lot longer to get through things. And of course, Marathon, safety save. I don't like doing it, but my luck at this point, to the point of like being very far behind, but okay. Digit Mermaid. Let's see the draw for turn. Fissure, okay. Trinade, Paralyzing Person, Goblet Attack Force. Well, Goblet Attack Force is the first play. As with what else I have in hand, I'm going to try to force him to actually set something like that. Reinforcement, set that there. His brother, Trunade. Yeah, with the reinforcements, I'll attack here, use the other creature next to be able to survive some stuff. Jiraigumo. Red Axle 300. You know, slightly more to actually give us an advantage there. So we're going to Harpy's Brother out. If he summons out a Jiraigumo again, he'll attack the Harpy's Brother, and 500 plus 1800. Okay, so that there will lose the goblin attack force, but it's better than nothing. No, we don't want to do that. There, we'll attack. What I'm going to do is now save that reinforcements. Okay. I'm going to Giant Trunade now. Hopefully drawing out a Magic Jammer. If not, I can safely summon my stuff. Yep, Enchanted Mermaid. That'll add to that to make 1700. Over the other options. Paralyzing Potion will help us there. So I'm hopefully taking advantage of the one monster having less attack to force out something that is between 1300 and 1700 attack to be able to use reinforcements to get rid of it. Okay, defense. Okay, not what I was hoping for, but again, so what I'll do here is in case of a Man-Eater Bug or Hane, we'll attack with the Penguin. Well, that's Penguin Soldier for you. Called that. Okay, so we'll have both of those be returned to hand. We'll main phase 2. I will use Enchanted Mermaid again. And Positive Rope, that's level 3, so we don't have to worry about 4-star Ladybug and Doom. Okay, still setting that there. Okay, Island Turtle. Set Island Turtle. I've dealt with one of his Penguin Soldiers, so we'll flip this up, attack here. So I don't know what that back row is. However, I have deduced that it is not Trapple. 1300, okay. That's fine. Main 2. Okay. I want to waste the Paralyzing Potion in case of a Magic Jammer. Okay, it's not Magic Jammer, so we'll pass turn then. I wasted the worst of the cards to take advantage of how our opponent works or stuff like that. Okay. And I'm glad I saved that Fissure now. I'll take a little bit of damage, but we'll be able to survive. We'll be able to take advantage of a lot of stuff. Game safe? No. Okay, Jiraigumo. Okay, top deck. You're free. Block attack. Okay, 114. Okay. Should be able to do that. Block attack. We'll block attack here. Yeah, 1400 there. That there. And then we will use the Fissure next turn. Well, at the end of this turn to get rid of the Jiraigumo. Get rid of that one, dude. I want to risk the coin flip, though. I have Fissure, I have other options. Yeah, I'll risk the coin flip to see about saving some time. Okay, 1200 there. So I know where he's attacking. Okay. Yes, I'll protect this one. Because that way, hopefully, it'll still attack. If not, we still get some positive stuff. Good. That's half of his life points, which is what we want. 2950. Okay, we've won. Thank God. Already behind, but slam Fissure immediately. Karate Man. Activate its ability, go to 2K. 2K plus 1800 is 2850. Sorry, 3850. Math. Like I said, we're a little behind than I'd like, but we now finally are at the one thing I want to do. And I need to listen closely because we're going to be trying to manipulate a card or two from the Quick Play pack, which gives us a lot of removal. And that's one of the things that really does help. Now we're going to wait till Wednesday because we not only have money to buy some Quick Play cards, but we also have enough money to essentially buy a new deck. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to immediately start upgrading our deck. See if I got it. Rush Recklessly. Okay, good. Good. Got Rush Recklessly and got Offerings to the Doom, which are the main cards we wanted. And Reload, too. So we want to go here, edit the deck, go to new cards, rust recklessly, offerings, reload. And we also want a favorite reload. Now we want to immediately go to sort, attack, 1, 2. Oops, wrong thing. Got to swap it back on that one there. 1, no, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. No Celtic, no, no, yes. No, yes. Heart, no. Penguin Soldier, no, no, yes. Total Rust out, double fissure. Oops, I just took out the trap hole, so just give me a second there. I'll have to go and adjust it back. That one there, there. No 7 tools, no block attack. Keep Robin Goblin because it's good. No paralyzing potion. I'll keep the Waboku. Take that out. Take True Knight out. Okay. See how sometimes it just takes a bit to actually know exactly what you need to do. But to, yeah, that's 41. Yeah, 40, yeah. Oops, forgot one other thing. Sorry, y'all. Slightly new route. Oops, we want it to be on 3. Then we want to use this here. This way we don't have to do some editing. Quick check here. Sorry, y'all. Still nervous as anything because of a marathon Darkhold. Yep, should all be correct. And now we're finally going to start destroying opponents now. Not the cleanest, and I'm legitimately like 12 minutes behind, but there's hoping we get some good late game luck. Okay, draw for Mako. I'm going to hold left to see about adjusting the opponent's stuff. You know, adjust the RNG quickly. That would attack force all monsters. Yeah. Don't like a hand like that. Okay, Legendary Ocean. Okay, card destruction. Thank you, Mako. See if we got anything. Turn request reinforcements, trap hole, that. Okay. Okay, sets all that there. Okay, draw for turn, Darkfire Soldier. Trap hole there. There's a follow-up. Reinforcements here. Fairy Meter Crust. Yeah, I'll throw out Fairy Meter Crust. Why not? I'll deal some damage off of that there. Let's go for it. Luckily, that reinforcement should... Oh, wait, we also have Trap Hole, so that'll also help. Trader's Boogerot. Okay, good. That would be able to attack us directly, and he would have normally summoned that in attack position had it been his first, had he not been going first. But now with that there... 2,000... we'll save the Trap Hole. I could choose to not save it, but I think reinforcements is probably going to be the better play, as it allows the trap hole to be used more in the long run. And in case he summons something else that we need to desperately get rid of, Dark Hole, so that's good for us. We'll summon that out. Double check that there, Fissure, yep. Now that we have a lot of removal, lots and lots of removal, we can start winning faster. We now have a lot of stuff to be able to act during their turn. And we want to be able to do that as much as possible. Okay, now we'll use that trap hole. Mako has 6 800 attack monsters. Oh, 1,800 attack monsters, but luckily us, we top deck Mahavilo. Mahavilo, if I hadn't really explained its ability yet, anytime it's equipped with an equip card, it gains an extra 500 attack, so that's one of the reasons why we favor it. It's because it gives us a lot more damage quicker. So there we go. See here, going fast. Makes me feel alive. Hyperdrive. Sorry, y'all. 5D's opening. The English opening is that one is literally considered one of the best. It's a good song. Highly Turtle Tribute, Gear Free, okay. I'm going first, right? Okay, Penguin. Reinforcements here. Tribute, okay, Gear Free. Gonna have to summon Gear Free. Hopefully he'll draw his... God, what is it? Granadora. Oh, speaking, the game will give. Sometimes. So essentially he gains 1,000 life points, but when it's destroyed, he loses 2,000 life points. Just like, say, a reinforcements plus goblin attack plus Gearfried. Give 400, lose 2,000. I think we won that trade. The back row, that's good for us. Level up Muzzler. Island Turtle, not good enough there, so we'll have to wait on that one there. But Gearfried, because we also have a Fissure Enhanced, so we can get rid of his next creature. We could have summoned out Island Turtle and made it an 1800 attack monster, but in fact, that might have been a better idea. Yeah, Penguin Soldier. So we have it back up. Unless that's Tribute to the Doom, in which case I wasn't paying attention, so set that there, okay. Change of Heart, good enough. Good enough. And now I attack the game. Once you get removal, the deck starts being very good. We don't even need to care what it is. We don't need to care what it is. And just like that, we made up a decent amount of time. Now, we're not going to the shop now. Sorry, y'all. Congrats, we won. We're now going up against my positive note is my Valentine is using her Harpies deck. Or to quote the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, the Herpes deck. I'm sorry, I can't help it if Little Karibo made the joke all those years ago. But now that we also have our deck, we're going to go and show an interesting trick here. I'm just going to remove our cards right here, saving the deck edit. You really can't do that at the beginning because of certain things. Let me double check quick. Oops, I'm gonna have to throw a card in quickly. So let's edit the deck. New cards. Okay. Fusion effects. I'll throw a white magical hat in real quick. So that way we just have a 40th card. Sometimes you just gotta make a call and just do what you can there. So and I've got to get ready for something after this, which is we'll have 7,000 DP so we can finally start taking some good passwords. Gearfried, okay. My highest normal summon is God, try to remember the way. Her highest normal summon is a Harpy's Brother, so we're gonna set Gearfried as she has a lot of 1500 and 1550 attack monsters and a lot of other stuff. Okay, this will be positive though. We'll be getting rid of a lot of her equip cards, which she does have a few. At the cost of a Gearfried. Let's see, Harpy's Brother ourselves. Gearfried. Fissure first. Fissure first. Okay, Darkfire. Yeah, we'll throw out Darkfire Soldier just in case of another Harpy's Brother. Could have thrown out Karate Man and attacked for 1,000. And not equipping a lot of monsters tells me she doesn't have equip cards. See, sometimes you just gotta take your reads. Okay, swords, you. A set. It's gonna be a pain, but we can persevere. We're just gonna summon that out. Immediately pass turn and just pass as fast as we can. Get swords to go away. Okay. That means she does not have any good monsters in her hand. Or she has a bunch of Elegant Egotists and no Harpy Lady. Harpy Lady Sisters. Or Harpy's Pet Dragon. Premature Burial. Okay. Harpy's Brother. Harpy's Brother will attack the Mahavilo. But that's fine. Okay. Sacrificing Harpy's Pet Dragon. Like I said, I could tell what she did not have and what she could have based off of her actions and how the computer plays, as we take full advantage of that type of knowledge. Magical Hat, Harpy's Brother. Okay, can't use that yet, so I'll fissure here. Yeah, fissure that. Karate Man on that one there. It'll be a sacrifice. Yes, but 18 plus 18. We have an 1800 attack monster in hand. Discard, okay, 16. Okay, Dustpan, that'll put it to 2,000. That's gonna cost me. And I say that in a positive note because I should have kept that with the other thing. Magical Hat, Gearfried. Set that there. Should have saved Karate Man, so I'm going to lose some time to that one there, but I figured good enough. Okay, that's even worse. Actually, yeah, because the Gust Fan. Let me do some math quick. Okay, reinforcements. 25. Harvey's brother plus that there. 23. Set, go. This will be able to clean that up next turn. Okay, what's you attacking? Okay. 25, no. Because 300 plus 2 would be 22. It's not good enough there. Invigoration. Gear Food we can't equip, but we can do this. Flip it. Activate this on this. 28 we'll be able to attack. And it won't be lethal, but it certainly will deal a lot of damage. We'll discard a card from her hand. And then we'll be able to follow up next turn, hopefully with a win. And like I said, kind of it, but... Okay, now we do win. Don't need to summon, don't need to do anything. There's only one thing that can stop us, and that's... well... why did I say anything? I'll summon Gear Free just in case. Gate through the gate attack. We should have enough damage on board. We have an invigoration. Okay, good. We now win. I could Malevolent Nuzzler, but I don't know if Malevolent Nuzzler plus... you know, the time it would take to activate Malevolent Nuzzler would be faster than 2 attacks. And I'm not really going to time that whole thing out. That's game 1. Smash. Did not get the fast frame there, but it's what it is. Going first. Okay. Shuffle, zapper. Okay. Got an offering to the Doom, that's all. Okay. How means that? Okay. Another benefit is when our opponent's going to use their spells as soon as possible. Okay. We'll set offerings here. Set trap hole here. And now I'm going to waste Matassa the Zapper. Ring of Destruction. Shoutouts to it getting an errata. Time. Battle phase there, that there. Harpy's Brother, Malevolent Muzzler, Fairy Meter Crust. Yeah, that should set up stuff. 2300. Yes, we want to actually go for the trap hole here. I set up Offerings to the Doom as a follow-up just in case. Okay. Press recklessly. Good for us. Set that there. Summon Harpy's Brother. Good. No trap hole. We're going to go with Fairy Meter. We're going to go with Malevolent Muzzler first, so that way, in the event of a Magic Jammers, he will discard. And as much as I want that on top of the deck, I would prefer to keep it there. We don't want to offer to the Doom. We'll do this here because all of our wind monsters will have a decrease in their defense. And with Trap Hole and no cards in the hand, we don't have to worry. Okay, 1200. 1500 there. We'll go like that there. There's like one opponent behind, but... Penguin Soldier. I'm going to set Penguin Soldier. Attack here. No. Attack there. Do this. Then, let's see what we get. Okay, Harpy's Brother will be decreased on that one there. Anyway, so we'll take that there. And positive note, the flip summon of Penguin Soldier will help kill. Okay, no back row. Does have Torrential Tributes. I'll activate this in case of... I almost forgot. That is not a Magic Jammer. So, yeah, I'm going to rush recklessly here. 23. That's 3,000. I'm not going to risk the possibility of a Torrential Tribute, which he does have access to. So we're just going to ignore that. We're going to wait. and we're gonna end it next turn. I could have gambled, but sometimes you gotta know, like, don't gamble. Especially when you're in a winning position sometimes. Nope. And the reason why I kept Offerings to the Doomed, that spot, is in case of certain things. Hated Above doesn't matter because we'll deal damage before that. Let me check something quick. Chest. Yep, just had a gut feeling that, like, possibly the microphone had just acted up. Now, I need to concentrate on a few things because we're going to be getting some cards from the shop now. Finally going to use those passwords. Okay. Okay, yeah, we got the reload. Okay, and we got a trap jammer. That'll be good for later on. 04178, 04178, 474, 474. So essentially what we're getting out of here is we're getting a Kakubei compulsory evacuation device, Sakuretsu armor, widespread ruin, 94192, 94192, 409, 409. And I will add, I have to be precise on these ones because if I screw up, I'm out 1,000 DP. 56120, 56120, 475, 475. 2 reloads. Okay, I can do that there. Hey, I didn't get a third offering, but I got a few other stuff. So 77754, 77754, 4944. Gotta be extra careful. Now, we don't have 3 offerings yet, but we have one. 19230, 230, 407, 407. Get the second offerings to the Doomed. And not keeping track of it. Do we have? Not enough DP. Okay. So we're finally not going to reset out of the shop. We're going to wait till Monday so we don't have to worry as much. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. Graceful. Okay. Those there. Now we have to go circle around to the new spells. Going to icons, quick. Drop down here. Second reload. Second resurrect. The second offerings to the Doomed. Trap, widespread ruin. Where are you? There we go. There, there, there. And compulsory evacuation device. Now, you don't really want 50 cards, so we're going to quickly go to sort by attack. Zapper, invigoration out, 49. Keep graceful. Keep reinforcements, keep that there, keep that there, keep that there. I'll just have to finally take out Fairy Meter Cross. Yeah, that should be good. So now we're going to copy this slot 2. Copy there, copy there. So that we're set up for the next opponents. We're going to swap there. Then we're also going to go here and quickly remove all of our cards that are banned. See, that's one of the fun things about it is with deck building, you can quickly start editing your deck a lot faster. I'm only like 6 minutes behind. But hey, it's Joey again. But this time, our deck is a lot more powered up to handle him. Going first. Now, I will say, Joey naturally has Mirror Force, so there's no real way to get rid of it. So we just deal with it on that one there the best we can. Set. Okay. Let's see here. Twin Swords. Vitamin Gift. Set that there. Set that there. Y'all Summon Goblin Attack Force. Okay, eats a trap hole. Positive for us is it just eats a trap hole, so it does not matter as much. one nice thing about twin swords of plastic light is we can also use that as removal. Okay, so 23 plus 17 is 4,000. Yeah. But what we do have available to us now, sets back row again. Okay, change of heart. Goblin Rust recklessly. So we'll times this here. Actually, I could just do that there. My bad. 7 tools? No 7 tools. Sanguine, Karate Man. I want a change of heart. That. It will stay in defense. If I recall correctly. I want to set Sanguine here. It will change. I hope, if I remember correctly, it won't change back. Skull Dice decreases its attack by 200. Still good enough to rip a card out of his hand again. In worst case, if it is destroyed, it does get to come back. We have Sanguine to bounce, and we have other options. A Spear Dragon. Yick. I don't think I've lost just yet. Yeah, I haven't lost just yet. No, we don't want to rust recklessly, but what I need is... So take Mataza, I can get rid of both of them on that one there. Use the one to actually power up to that extra thing on that one if I can. Okay, no back row. Off return, Mahavilo. Okay, Mahavilo is good, but it won't deal enough. Well, it will, but I'm going to attack with both of these with 2,000. There's only like 1 to 2 cards that really have to worry about. The Twin Swords discard, and then throw that out and attack. See, that's one thing you have to be prepared, is you have to think about 3 moves ahead in this speedrun. And that is one of the amazing things about it. Okay, sets, that's good for me. Okay, Tribute to the Doomed. Yes. Karate Man discard. No. I did that there since I was not sure what it would be, but with Robin Goblin, we'll discard both of his cards in hand. Thinking about it, I should have equipped, sort of summoned Mahavilo, but yeah, sometimes you just don't think about it until it's too late. Because I blanked on the Robin Goblin, but that's more of a, you can't really check while doing something, so you do what you can do. Okay, then no, we don't want to reload. We want to do this. Discard, equip. No, you don't have to worry about it. It's 3,000. It's negate. It's decrease. I'm gonna play that here, and now we're just gonna win. Nice, crisp, clean win. Also, if I haven't mentioned it earlier, Twin Swords of Flashing Light is on the ban list, but only as a limited card. Oops, don't mash too... Again, I was just about to say don't mash too quickly, and I just did it. Ah. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoops. Again. Having to dance my hands across the controller. Okay. First again. Okay, let's see what we draw. At least we have not seen Mirror Force, although wouldn't believe me if I said he did or didn't. Okay. Okay. Okay, Pot of Greed. The only week you will see Pot of Greed, for the most part. To draw a compulsory evacuation device. I want that on battle phase. I want to summon that. No. Okay, trap hole. No, I don't want to do that. Set that there. No. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go for it. Hit again. Marathon. Safety. Now, the one positive thing about this run is, even if it does not survive in a normal attempt, you have the ability to turn those into practices, which is one thing you really can enjoy about this. Gearfried, Penguin Soldier, Harpy's Brother. Harpy's Brother, because the trap hole will hopefully get rid of that one. Fissure is a follow-up. Yeah. Summon that. Okay. This will trap hole. And Monster Reborn is banned this week, so don't have to worry. Back row, yes. Okay, Rush Recklessly. Set the Rush. Summon Harpy's Brother. I'll set Island Turtle just in case of certain cards that I do not want to deal with. Good. I can immediately tell that it's not a Mirror Force. And with Rush Recklessly face down, it being able to do certain things with it, I can take advantage of stuff. 1700, attack Island Turtle, flip Island Turtle, so I don't have to worry. I'll take 300. And then attempt Fissure, I guess. Yeah, Fissure will work. So that was there. Okay, Graceful Dice. No. Actually, Gearfried here. No. Graceful Dice here. Okay, we wanted to use that Magic Jammer up, so that's good for us. Fissure here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Change to attack position, so 18, 18. Not dead, but we have essentially enough to kill on the next turn. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, let me know if the audio sounds good. Chat, would ya? Because I don't really want to turn the volume up, you know, and check that one on my end. So let me know. Time Wizard, please miss it. Though I don't want to. Correct, okay, but he summoned it, so... Okay, I believe the last card in hand is Karate Man, so 2k plus that, that's game. Oh no, it's Penguin Soldier, but good enough. I'm not dealing with the math right now, I'm just gonna say screw it, I'll take a little bit of time and just guarantee the kill. Good. Good, 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 good. So we'll take that and take the win over Jim. Still about 10 minutes behind, but eh. Because I'd prefer to be done on OT at a sub 110, but yeah. Again, yeah. Considering everything else today has been for this run, you just do what you can do on that one there. So now we're going to go here, swap here, go over here, move here, use this to edit our deck, to double check it, and now we're going to be facing UV. If I haven't mentioned it earlier, one of the things about starting on the 4th week list is it adjusts the whole order of what our opponents would have. There's a very long breakdown of stuff like that on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikipedia, thanks to Generic Mad Scientist, one of the people behind a lot of the info for the Forbidden Memories, talking about how the opponent, you know, gives cards to them, counters them, and a lot of other things, and double reinforcements plus Gearfried. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon Gearfried out, as Yugi does have a copy of Gemini Elf, which is a 1900 attack normal summon monster. He also has a couple ritual monsters, so having that there, hopefully, okay, back row there. At least he doesn't have Mirror Force. Ice Red Road's gonna help us out. I'm gonna summon Harpy's Brother out, hopefully. No trap hole. The only thing I really have to worry about back row is something like Magic Cylinder. Normally I would summon a weaker creature, but okay, Pitch to the Faith. No spells in graveyards, good for us. Nope. It's giving us the option for a lot of little things because of reinforcements sometimes. So we're just going to sit back, relax, do this, and sit on our traps. Okay, face down again. Compulse. Timings. I want that battle phase there. Summon Goblin Attack Force. Oh, that Goblin Attack Force. You know what I mean. 7 colored fish. Okay, Hane, it's going to respond with one of them. I don't care which it sends back, because what I've set up for next turn is the ability to use compulsory evacuation device to return whatever creature he summons to hand. I'll have a third monster, since I know it's not a trap hole and I know it's not other stuff, and worst case, if it is a 7 Tools of the Bandit, it will deal damage to him. Reload? No. I'll set that there. Actually, smart thing first, in case of 7 Tools, we want to... See, we wanted to actually have him use that on the reinforcements, since, like I said, the game will use that as soon as possible. So that way we can protect the compulsory evacuation device of that one there. So 8 and 8 is 16, 36. So yeah, Twitch math. Who cares? You know, who says Twitch math is hard? I know a lot of people do, but you do what you can here. And again, we're going to mash as fast as we can. Reload, compulse. Okay, that's a beautiful opening hand for a reload. No, we don't want to reload just yet. No, we don't want to reload just yet. Want to choose that there. Choose that there. Now we want to reload. Reload is basically use the deck to help with consistency for fighting the second Karate Man, Penguin Soldier. Couple plus compulse. Yes. Close second out, compulse, battle phase again, and I'll decide whatever he summons whether or not to use trap hole or compulsory evacuation device. 1500. No. Yes, I will return that to hand. The reason why I decided to do that over everything is because Yugi does have some equipped cards, and I was hoping that we could bait out some. Okay, I will first and foremost attack, see what we've got to deal with, as it's always good to test, see what the possibility could be. Trap hole, that one there, Penguin Soldier. Yeah. Yeah, test it here. I know that Retro Tribute is banned this week, thanks to knowledge of that there, 1550. Okay, since they did not do that last time, we can use this now. 7 Tools, okay. Didn't want to use it last turn, but it's cool enough. Axe of Despair. Okay. So we'll take the Sangan damage. Yes, it's not good, but we take the damage. Sangan there. So what we're gonna do is get another Penguin Soldier, just for a backup plan. Okay. Malevolent Nuzzler, okay. Let's see, 18. Ick. Yeah, that'd only be 27, so set that there, leave that in attack position. He'll attack that, we'll flip it up. Yeah, so there's the Serpent, that's good for us. That's good for us. Very good for us, that one there. So attack, flip up, survive. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, we don't want him to get the Axe of Despair back. I did think about letting him try to get it back, but at the same point, I figured it was probably smarter to do that there. Change to attack position. And Nuzzler. Yeah, summon that out. Didn't need a trap hole. Good. We'll use this here. Attack first, just in case of cylinder. Attack here. Now, let's see if I can sort of lead him to doing something. That's 1450. I'll summon here. Discard that. Okay. Okay. It's always good. And, Call the Haunted. Okay, Mahavilo. Luckily, it doesn't count as an equip. Yes, I'll pay to put her on top of the deck. Okay, attack there. We'll summon out another Mahavilo. We'll attack, kill one. Defense. That's good enough too. Draw for turn. We're going to summon Karate Man. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to give it to this. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to attack with Penguin Soldier first. This is another reason why we deal with Yugi on week 4 is because of what he does not have access to. Yeah, we'll attack this, lose that, but it's good enough. Plays around a lot of little things. That there. Penguin Soldier will still do some stuff. Prefer to be done the KC Cup by now, but again, yeah, we do what we can do. Graceful, take, draw, discard. Monster Reborn. Harpy's Brother will take that one there, attack there. Okay, summon Skull, but we equipped things properly. So we have an out, 750. 1700, top of the deck, please. Island Turtle. 25. We'll summon Island Turtle just to make sure of anything. Sadly, Yugi does not use his famous Kuribo. We'll attack here. Mass speed to finish up the stuff fast. No, we don't want to pay. Island Turtle for game. Island Turtle for game. Yep. Activated my trap card. And there we go. I will point out that is normal Yugi Moto, not Yami/Atem. Now we're going to rest in bed till the finals of the KC Cup. Against the one and only, screw the rules, I have money himself, Seto Kaiba. So we want to go back up to slot 1. Choose that as our deck. Sorry, y'all. Should drink something right now, but I'm not going to mess with the setup. Like I said at the start, it felt like I had already had to do 7 trials to even get this thing to basically get everything to work. So we're gonna... Good, we're going first. Now, Seto Kaiba does have one of the oldest combos in the entire game in Cyber Side plus... Well, it's Ultimate Dragon. I wonder... Well, I won't spoil that one yet. If you know, you know. Yep, Sangan here. That there. Timing here. That there. We want to take advantage of some stuff. Activate our trap goblin. We're going to use that. Well, okay. Going to take advantage of that Sakuretsu armor that we used a password for. Reason why we use passwords for this versus other stuff is it is a rare card, meaning it is at the lowest level of rarity. Okay, second, plus that. Yep, that there. Malevolent Muzzler here. We'll get rid of 2 cards from his hand. Doing good. Rip the card. Attack. And tribute to the doomed. Yeah. Okay, summons that one. Cyberstein. He'll go and leave it in attack position because he does not realize he can't pay. So we take full advantage of that. Draw for turn. Tribute to the doomed. Discard Sangan. Get rid of that. And we'll attack for game. Nice, quick, clean game 1. In this case, you don't really care about if you have to deal with the Robin Goblin animation because you're just winning as fast as possible. So we get that win fast. And there we go for that. Going first again, that's great. offerings, that. What's our draw for turn? Malevolent Nuzzler. Set offerings. Set offerings. Summon that out, because we really want to keep him summoning monsters in attack position. We're gonna go battle phase here. This way, if he does use his ability to get to Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon via Cyber Strike, we can protect ourselves. We're going to use Offerings to the Doomed. And this is one of the reasons why we password the card and then heavily go for it in the Quick Play pack. Yep, that there. No Magic Jammer. Okay, good. I know that. Okay, so we still have to deal with Trap Hole, but it's better than it could be. I was hoping to save that one there, but he'll set, but he doesn't really have that many flip effects at all. So deal 25. We have that one. We'll get a draw for turn, because Offerings to the Doom's drawback is what it is. Okay, Heavy Storm, no. Yeah, we'll pay for it because we're going to need to hit 2,000 to prevent our creature from dying. But we'll play that off with doing stuff. He really does not have back row most times. Okay, Ring Destruction. That's good for us because he'll also deal that to himself. We'll set a monster for 2,200. Again, the game will use stuff as soon as it can, which is to our benefit. So, Heart of the Cards. Heart of the Cards. Okay. We're going to attack. We have Tribute to the Doomed. Spear Dragon. Okay, good. We win next turn. We win next turn. Tribute to the Doom, discard, pop whatever monster he's at, and we'll win. We don't even need to care what it is. We're just going to Tribute to the Doomed, discard here, make sure to not mash the wrong input or mash it too quickly, because the game is not giving you, are you sure you want to for your own monster? So you've got to make sure to not mash too quickly. And just like that, we're through the Casey Cup. Zero mash. Kaiba's annoyed as all heck. Like, you beat my best deck. Why? This deck was so good. Well, we gotta go to the stop because Kaiba tossed his deck in the trash. Yugi's grandpa found it and is selling it to us for 10,000. 221. Yeah, I'll go like that there for now. Okay, third reload. Okay. So we're going to see about getting all the passwords there and go for that one. 79, 75, 79, 75, 9861. 9861. I'll go over the deck that we bought in a few minutes all because I need to concentrate. Second Tribute to the Doom. 69015. 69015. 963. 963. If you notice that I am avoiding the bottom part, it's because I do not want to have to screw up like I said. So for me, 7801, 7801, 0363, 0363. 79, 71. 79 57 1449 1449. So we'll go like that there. Race for charity. Y'all were wondering when I was gonna start getting draw power. Well, right here you go. 4135 4135 6845. 6845. Double check it. Okay. 0757. 0757. 2887. 2887. Right now we're just buying a lot of cards that it's more and more removal for our deck. Because the next is really dangerous. 37043. 37043. 180. 22046. 22046. 459. 459. Now, I need to check something quickly. Edit deck. To see if I pulled it or not. Try to recover. Did I? Okay. Yep, I have 3, so I can skip that one. Okay. 83011. Oh, actually. 28. 26. Okay. Buy the remaining of those. Buy there. Let's see, untested. Okay, got it. Ah, damn. So we want to go there, rest in bed. Let's see, and now we do a deck edit. I forgot that that was going to be a problem on that one there. Okay, yeah, my bad on that one there. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it the long way. Attack here. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So remember how I said Kaiba tossed his deck out? We get to take it. Pretty much. Da, 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 da. Out, out. Or this would go out to that out there. What that there. So we keep Zapper. Want Dimensional Warrior in. We want Witch of the Black Forest in. Yes, we want the second Sangan in. Take out the Karate Man. Now, we want those in. We want these in. Now then, got all that there. Now, for those astute, Cyberstein says, pay 5,000 life points, special summon a monster from the fusion deck. And we just got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. A 4,500 attack monster. Oh, we did get all 3. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Heavy Storm. No, 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 no. We don't need... Yeah, we want to keep those in this one. There, we want the Twin Swords. We don't want that there. We want the 3rd Rush Recklessly. We don't need the 3rd Waste Rotation. We can throw that in there. 3rd there. 1. Where are you? Ring Destruction, yes to that there. Ooh, second Goblin, we'll save that for later. Okay, so there's all that there. Now, 5, 6. Now then, want to go here quickly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That there, those in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Leave, 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 leave. That there, that there. Those out. Dark Hole in. Big Morph in. Fissure will leave the one of. Acid, widespread. Excellent. Yeah, Rakeki there. 2 Trapples. We'll go down to 1 Fissure. That there. 4. We'll keep Reborn in. We'll keep that in. Go down to that there. That there. Actually, no, we still want the 3 there. 2. No Pyramid Energy. Rakeki Break. Okay, yep, we got all those there. Now, I need to do some sorting here. Quickly check here. 3, 6, 9, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes. Dark Hole. Rakeki. Megamorph. Acid. Double Trap Hole is correct. Correct. Okay, so we got everything here. Except for one other card. Yep, we got that there. Now we want to quickly... Sorry, all if I'm forgetting some things, it's just small details of that one there. Want that down to 0. That up there, but actually not Dimensional Warrior, which, yes. 2 Witch, 2 Sanguine, no Penguin, 3 of those, Dark Hole, Regeki, Wasteful. Actually, give me a second. Oh, sorry, y'all. Latest tech on that one there, so do apologize for that one there. They were updated. Okay, Megamorph Witch stat, Dark Hole, Regeki, change. Oh, yeah, that's not till later. That one there, so we good there. Good there, good there, good there, good there, good there. Offerings, yep. Reload, yep. Acid, Graceful, Dark Hole. Yeah, the double Megamorph. So that's all that there. So that's good there. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep, yep. I can get rid of Zapper. Which, yes, I'm sadly going to have to do. 50 there, da, 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 da. Yep. Good there. Copy to 2. Yes. Copy to 3. Yes. And one other thing. 2, 3. Okay, so we've got all those there. Whew, that took a bit to edit. So now that we have... it's essentially a replica of Seto Kaiba's deck himself. We're going to be using that. For those that don't realize, Cyberstein pay 5,000 life points. We're at 3,000 then. Then we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 4,500. And Megamorph doubles the attack as long as we have less attack than our opponents. Care to guess what 4,500 times 2 is? I'll wait. I'll wait. Let's do in the Coliseum. Okay. Should be for the limited tournament. So I'll check here because that could also be for the weekend. So you go here. Yep, limited tournament. Really good. That one there. Okay, we go with all that there. We're now in the limited tournament. A series of single duels where we have to do certain things on that one there. We want 2, 3. Yep, we want to do one last copy to 4, just in case as our backup. You can't really use that nice Blue Eyes White Dragon right now. Okay, yep, that there. Edit deck. Okay. We can't use it now, but we're going to use it with other stuff. Yep, it's over 9,000! But Taya here has a lot of life point gain, but we really do not want to deal with that one. So essentially what we've done is put a lot of our stuff in to be able to find removal. Well, Cyberstein, we can't really use it. So we want to draw for turn next. And we're going to be taking advantage of stuff like Cyberstein's defense being 0. Well, Spear Dragon's defense being 0 to help take advantage of things. So I'm going to set that. No. Actually, yes, I do want to reload my hand. Thank you. Tribute to the Doomed, Offerings to the Doomed. Okay. Let's pass turn. Now we have 3 pieces of removal. A Spear Dragon, which will be able to attack for 1900 attack. So essentially, we're going to just remove whatever he summons and just to keep attacking for game if we do not have access to Cyberstein. If we do, we're going to use that to OTK our opponents. Draw for turn. Sanguine. Let's summon Sanguine out. The Grapple. We'll flip that up there. Tribute to the Doomed if she sets anything. We're going to go battle phase for that there. Actually, I should wait, but it's the small details that can sometimes cost you a tiny bit of time here and there, but we'll deal 29. Spear Dragon will go to defense, but we can take advantage of that. Even though we won't have our draw next turn, we'll be able to take advantage of stuff. Or she'll set something. Okay, rush recklessly. Yeah, I'm just going to discard this here. Push for more damage. Doesn't matter what it was. Because now we are just going to attack for 29 again. And 9 plus 9 is 27. And 20 plus 20 plus 20 is 60. So that is enough for us to be able to kill next turn. And whatever she summons, hopefully that'll work. That will work. See, notices the 0 defense on that one there. And since he does not have certain things, go to attack position that, then immediately just win. This is where the real meat and potatoes of the run starts, and where we really start to go fast. This is where we actually can really start saving time. How's the audio sound? Still good? Oh. Tristan Taylor. Now, fun fact. Tristan decided to do a Joey Wheeler. In a sense, his deck is all monsters. No equips, no nothing. So, they're all high attack, but we get to take advantage of that up there. Remove all spells. We're swapping the deck out. Now, that does mean we don't have access to the OTK, but we still have access to Cyberstein. So we're going to be using that if we get to draw it. If not, well, we have enough removal to get rid of everything that he would summon. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I forgot. The one drawback to actually putting the second Sangin in your deck is you sometimes have that happen. But it's only a few seconds time lost. Draw for that one. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it. Going first, but we have enough removal and he'll always summon an attack position. Fun fact, he can't actually even summon that monster that's over there in his fusion deck. Since this is best of one, we really can't take advantage of some things. Double attack force. Okay, let's go with Archery Children attack. Trap hole there. See, since our opponent's going to summon a lot more things in defense, now that's why we want Widespread Rule, as it's a good trap to get rid of stuff, face down stuff. We could have gone with Nobleman of Crossout, but the problem is that Nobleman of Crossout is limited some of the time, so sometimes not as good. Actually, reload. Yes, I will reload. Let's see the hand. Spear Dragon, offerings. Set that. I'll times that to the next battle phase after this. So he attacks this. The Spear Dragon going to defense is not that bad, but it also hits over opponent's monsters, as well as has the term Piercing, which is later one of the few Yu-Gi-Oh! Terms to describe an action. For those Magic the Gathering players, it's Trample. It gives Trample. And I don't know about you, but having the ability to use Trample, get some extra damage in, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Let's see, Dimensional Warrior, Spear Dragon, Goblet Attack Force plus 19, plus 19. Yep, that's enough. Sometimes it takes you a quick second to double check your maths. 49. Although I haven't been able to show you the real cool stuff just yet. You'll see it soon enough. And because I have somehow managed to get the entire cards I would go to the shop for, I can skip a shop visit or two. I will, however, be going to the shop in a little bit. Also, the next match is no wind. So, if you're wondering why I made that very large deck earlier, this is to basically make this quick enough. It's no dark monsters, so go there, edit deck, edit there, sort here quickly. Yes, 3, 6, 9, 12. Take out those, leave the, take Graceful Dice out. 51, 50, 49. The rushes, take those out to keep those. 47. Yep, we're good there. See, that's one of those things where you just thinkly quick ahead. Thinkly quick ahead. Think ahead quickly, so that way you can set up stuff to be able to do a quick deck edit like that. Now, Bakura with no darks. We sadly don't have access to Cyberstein, but it's okay. Although I think I left it in the deck, but it doesn't matter because Bakura removal, less recklessly widespread. Okay, offerings. Okay, that's a good hand. 7 colored fish. We'll summon Penguin Soldier. We leave Penguin Soldier in here because it's useful. It's useful in a lot of different ways in order to be able to take advantage of stuff. So we'll set all that stuff there. Its low attack is going to hopefully draw something into attack position. Like that. Recklessly widespread. We'll trap hole this. Again, we're just taking advantage of the fact that the decks are also not... the opponent uses the same deck all the time, so you can take advantage of that one. Gearfried. That there, that there. Lesser Dragon number 2. And I'm going to attack. Debating whether or not I should swap into the Offerings of the Doom to set it up. Negate attack, okay. So we'll use the Widespread Ruin next. As it's best to go from limited to most flexible. That there, that there. More than likely that is a 2,000 defense monster that will cause the effect to banish things. Or Needleworm. Trying to remember all the little things in it, but you gotta make a guess on that one. And so I went with the more than likely option, since he does have a few higher defensive monsters that he will set, but we still won't have the ability to attack with Goblin Attack Force next turn. Well, for 2 turns, but let's see here. Gearfried. Okay. We'll use Gearfried then, I guess. Worst case, I believe we still have a Rush Recklessly set, so we can use that. Okay. Tillingle. Don't need. Don't worry. We'll get a free card. Nope, we don't need to chain anything. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Should have gone the other way with that one, but... Again, I'm also using a microphone I really can't mute, but... again, hopefully you're all enjoying it. Summon, summon. Okay, Dimension Warrior. By the way, the reason why I use the passive for Dimension Warrior is because of what it does. When it attacks, if it attacks a monster, it will automatically remove it from play. Is that to attack position? I was not going to try to do the math, and it also saves me an attack here. So I only have to attack twice instead of 3 times. So, like I said, sometimes you gotta weigh that, like, is it faster to attack, or is it to attack a 3rd time, or is it faster to do, you know, something else? So we're through Bakura. Nice and neat. Got another 1,000 DP. Now, Mai has no wind monsters. Her typical thing on that one there. And also, we want to now copy this. Give ourselves an extra copy or 2. See, I'm now using slot 1 as basically a deck to keep as a rough copy of it. Yes, that there, that there. Okay. Edit the deck. Yep, that should be good enough. Luckily, we should hopefully be able to get a Cyberstein draw. Again, sorry y'all, I'm not gonna try to do some stuff. Yep. We're gonna see what we get here. Vanguard Soldier, Acid Trapple, Rikeki. Rikeki is good for us. Okay. Okay, Rush Recklessly. Game not giving us real cool stuff. So we're just gonna throw this out. We're going to use the Acid Trap Hole during our next turn. Actually, I should have said it, but okay. Please double. We can attack directly, so also rare for that one out there. Okay, Twin Swords of Blasting Light. Okay, we want to use Goblin Attack Force here. We're going to attack Goblin Attack. Now we're going to use this here. Attack, attack. And if you're wondering about... Well, I should just... shut up and let the game talk for itself. Because I am having a hard time saying a lot of stuff. But... even if she attacks, we have it out for it. Okay, look at the manga. Thank God it's that. And thank God I don't have to deal with it. Because that card immediately gives her an extra 1,000 life points if it's destroyed. Angler Soldier, Rikeki. So we want to Rikeki first. Okay, Magic Jammer. Okay, so that tells me I'm going to have to do the next thing. Oh, also, times this for set face down. Use that there. 1219, 76, 50, 14. Yes, is that plus that. Try to decide the best options there. So, the positive note is because Dimensional Warrior actually banishes the monster, aka removes it from play, it will automatically get rid of it before she gains the 1,000, since it has to go to the graveyard. So we're going to do that there, and she also does not get extra copies of it. Yeah, that would not have... Would it have been? Yes, it would have. Sometimes the math. Okay, 1450 still doesn't matter. Still does not matter. We get to win next turn. Why? Let's see it. Sorry, y'all. I need to get water, but I don't want to actually risk the fact of, you know, game possibly acted up. Yeah, I know. Drink, 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 drink. Let's see if I can manage to get something in here without messing things up. Next, no spell. Well, no traps. So again, I'm gonna go here. Actually, I copied it to the wrong deck list. Oh well. Force of habit here. I need to do something here. One. Yep, that there. Two there. Yep, one normal trap. Doing the other thing with, yeah, I'll choose, what, just desserts? Yeah, and leave the other two there. That works. It's more about doing some manipulation on my deck to see about seeing the certain cards we want again. And that is Cyberstein. So we want to remove all this here. Double check it there. Go there, edit here. 38, we need 2 more cards. Icon it here. Okay. Wasteful dice. Wasteful dice. There we go. Sorry, again, 3-hour speed run, trying to not do some stuff. So we've got everything here. Nah, I really can't drink alcohol on that one there, medication reasons, but yeah, side notes. Okay, so let's see, we have Fissure, Graceful Charity, Dimension Warrior. So we want to first start with Graceful Charity. Go and get 1, 2, 3, second, make it. Okay, good for us. That there, that there. We're gonna set Sangan. We're gonna set Megamorph. We're gonna set these. We're gonna set that. And then we're gonna end the turn. Now you're really gonna see the cool stuff. Venadora, doesn't matter. I do have to say, I love what the, I think it's the Japanese version of the, World Championship 04 calls Venadora. Spiky Tail Blizzard. I'm not joking, that's legitimately what it calls it. Spiky Tail Blizzard. Nope, we don't need to do anything. And to save time, we're just gonna set this here. Summon out Cyberstein. No. Is her here? Do that there. Lose 2,000. No. Just gonna set that there so I don't have to deal with it constantly asking me. We're gonna... I want you all to start spamming this in chat every time I use Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. An attack for game. Neutron Blast. That is the name of its attack. Alright, Mr. Wheeler. Neutron Blast! And there we go. Joey's done. 4. So now we're gonna go to the shop to actually do one thing. We are actually going to pick up one more structure deck. And that is to help us with the upcoming matches. Go to the shop. Buy an actual Yugi starter deck now. Actually, while I'm here, the other thing I've got to do. We're buying that for another card. So we want to go here. Go here. Actually, this here. Go to new cards. Also, say I had a Dark Magician for us. Where are you? Card Destruction. That there. Yeah, it's 1 star to that. Yep. Put Wall of Illusion in. Anything else I needed to put in? Yep. Let's double check it. Make sure I put in the other thing. Yep, put in Card Destruction there. Okay. Okay, let's go with this. Sort here. Card Destruction. Yes, there's this. Trap holes. I have the 3rd trap hole now. Do I have the... Did I get lucky? No, I did not. So, I want the 3rd trap hole. I want to keep the fissure in, and we want the 3rd trap hole. That's it. Monster board, 3rd trap hole there. Yep, all those there. That's good. That's good. That's good. So we want to copy this to slot 2. Copy this to slot 3. Then we want to go here. Next we need to... I did equip it right. Oops. Sorry, y'all. No, I did not. I'm glad I double-checked that. Sometimes it's the small details out there, but that's all part of the speedrun. All effect monsters, Regeki. We want to go to edit the deck. Now we want to go over here. Monsters. Evil warrior. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Da, da, da. Leo the magic swordsman. Actually, sword via attack. First time actually getting the ability to do this update for the run. That is okay. Bad Dog of Darkness is good, but yeah, we want that instead of that there. We want those there. Actually, yeah, we'll use it. 56. We want to edit things out. Yep, that there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we want to keep those. Take the glacier place. Yeah, we want 3 there. We want the reinforcements. We want that. The rest of reckless sleeves. We want that out. Sakuretsu armor out. We want twin swords out. We want the reloads in. Yeah, we want to get rid of those. Just scanning quickly. Me Not what we're hoping for, but we'll have to play it as is. Especially having a lot of other stuff is good for that one there. Now we're going to hopefully... Okay, we're going first. It's good for us. We needed to actually get some stuff, you know, lower attack to try and take advantage of stuff. Offerings to the Doomed, okay. Okay, 7-colored fish. 7-colored fish, yes. Yuki does have some stuff that we have to worry about. Set that there. Set that there. Timing's that for battle phase. We want to use that to our advantage to basically attack whatever he summons. Yes, attack will lose a draw, but what we're going to set it up for. Okay, Monster Reborn. Okay, not the best, but do what we can do there. Skip a draw, but we've also wasted Monster Reborn. Force Raider, that there, so we'll use that. Don't want to have to use it, but it's the best options we got for now. We'll hit him for damage. We have another thing. Hopefully with that, he'll summon out something in attack position that we can trade with. Though we really don't want to trade with it, but we'll do what we can do there. 43, okay. Like I said earlier, our opponent's decks are always the same. This is in regardless of the ban list, so they will have cards that might be banned in their deck. Reload, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I don't want to sacrifice a monster to getting rid of it, but he also has some tribute monsters, and I don't want to deal with that, especially with no cards in hand. So I would rather do this, hope, and go from there. Since they won't crash, they'll... Okay. Good, do that there. Discard, discard. Card destruction, don't have to worry. Set, okay. Megamorph. We don't want that just yet. No. And the positive note is that, like I said earlier, okay, set, okay, that could be walls, that could be other stuff. Trap hole, we definitely want to set that there. I am going to gamble. I am. Hope. Okay, no widespread ruin. Good, that's literally like one of the only cards we had to worry about. That and Mirror Force. So neither of those means that is beautiful for us. Sack, okay. Good. Good. Fissure there. Don't want to... Don't want to do that there. Okay, Magic Jammer. Good. Gets rid of his last card. That's good for us. We'll attack. Hope he does not get something good off the top of his deck. And then we'll end turn for that one there. Okay, let's see here. Add Dog of Darkness. Okay, we'll do this here. Okay, come on now, game. Be kind, rewind. To use the old joke. Let's drag it. Good, 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 good. Applaud in chat for that. Oh, that is a beautiful Yugi. That is a beautiful Yugi. No traps. Sorry, no effect monsters. We rely heavily on our effect monsters. And that is a beautiful Yugi. Beautiful Yugi. Beautiful, beautiful Yugi on that one there, as far as just things going right. Now, we're gonna choose this here, make sure to copy it again. Always want to make sure to copy it perfectly. Go here. Now, we have no spells. Edit the deck. Notice how many cards we just lost? Okay, double check. Double attack force. Yes, 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 yes. So we want to go to our traps now. Go 3 negate attacks in. 3 reinforcements. 7 tools of the bandit. I'll throw in a Robin Goblin. Actually, I'll throw in 2 because we have it. Zero gravity's good too. Good pulses. Did I throw the other ones? Boku's? No, I did not throw the Boku's in. So we got all that there. And our Trap Jammer. And now we pray that this deck that we just threw together is good enough to beat the hardest duel in the run. I said duel. You heard me. This is a best of 1. I am actually going to take a safety save. That's how bad this game can be. But if we are lucky, we can do it. Oh yeah, the Sangan again. Luckily. Oh yeah, the Sangan. I forgot. And now pressing B on that one there. It happens. It happens. Remove. Could have gone get Stick Tomato, but with a near perfect deck on that one there, we just do what we need to do. Okay. So will he have back row or will he have monsters? Oh, 2 dimensions. Okay. Now the other thing, mage, go for Cyber Stack. And I gotta tell you, no. Boku there. The gate attack, yes. The Geki Break, yes. I will set it though. And I will time this on battle phase just in case. But I've got to be very careful depending on what he's got. Okay. Sakuretsu, negate attack, Geki Break. I will let it go and see. I'm gambling here. Actually, I'll Sakuretsu armor this. Not the best option, but it's better to gamble. Oh, good God. Okay. So call the Haunted. By the way, we do not have back row removal except for 1 card. Okay, so that's there. Flip summon that there. Okay. Gate attack, Geki Break. We'll throw out this here. Okay, no trap hole. Gate attack is good. So we're gonna end turn. I'm gonna have to play risky to some degree, but I'm also gonna have to think things through. Okay, activate this. It hasn't declared an attack yet. 7 tools is good there. That's good there. Teaches us one thing. Attack, yes. Gate attack here. Okay. Okay, Goblin attack force there. Geki Break that there. Okay. I think we might have it. Goblin Goblin there, that there. I will activate this here just because I can. I'm not going to risk one thing out there. Yeah, I just want to see. Okay, negate attack. That's good for us there. I'll set this here. I will defense position that there. I will end turn. And provided things go well, I'll take 19, yes, but I will remove a target for 1. Okay, okay, we do that there. We do that there. Okay, so I'm going to gamble here. I'm going to gamble here. Back row, you. There's always rewinding and there's always resetting. Torrential Tribute. Okay, that's actually good for us. That is actually good for us. Very good for us. This is very good for us. That's very good for us. Very, very good for us. Very good for us. Like I said, this is why I also saved before this. This game can go very downhill very quickly. But we're doing what we can do. Spear Dragon. That works. Hopefully he'll change them both to defense and we can do something. Okay. Ugh. It wouldn't have mattered then because we would have traded anyway. Please give me an out now. I don't want to have to reset, but if needed, as I said, I did make a save. Archfiend Soldier. Okay, we're going to have to actually pilot up that backup save. And sadly, this would not be one I could submit it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did not leave the house without that, so hopefully we don't have to do that again. And I'll remember if I have to load it. The thing that would have saved me was not going for Cyberstein because he wouldn't have set the Torrential Tribute, but I had to risk it because I only had to deal with one thing. One, you know, attack. But much better hand. Wall of Illusion, yes. Goku times that to there. Times that there to there. Okay. With Goku. And the Trap Hole will be able to do some cool stuff. Trap Hole, swap it out. We'll do that there. We'll Goku the next monster. Trap Hole here, get rid of that there. We'll use all of it. Good, he got a monster heavy hand now. Set that there. Times that on declares an attack. We want to declare an attack so that way our Wall of Illusion will return the monster to hand. Chain of Javelin, doesn't matter. He'll gain 1,000, but he'll immediately lose the 1,000, and we'll get the random discard. Just like I said, Kaiba is legitimately one of the hardest parts in the run for the Japanese version. US, you can reset as much as you want. A lot easier. But then we're going to go here. Boku. Prevent all the damage. That's one of the other reasons why it's put in the deck for this particular battle. It's so we can essentially do stuff like this. Back to hand with you. Set. Okay. I I can also tell he just drew that. Okay, I am going to do this. We have Cyber Stack. I need to check to see if it is. Get rid of your card. Get rid of your card. I could win this turn, but I am playing it safe. Okay, all of his monsters, main 2. But summon Cyber Stack. No, nothing there. Good. We will win next turn. You can do it without it, but I'm going to give him a neutron blast to the face. I want to give him a neutron blast to the face for annoying me with that. I don't know about all y'all, but Kaiba, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. That's why I did not. That's why I held off on things. Yes, we want to use this. And again, everybody, say it with me. Say it loud, say it proud. Because next turn, because Kaiba gonna lose now. Neutron Blast! Sorry, y'all. Now then, we just won the hardest duel in the run, and we're on to the last tournament, all. We're on to it. We're on to the regionals and championship. First and foremost, actually, I should have done this, but so used to not having it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, you know those volume 10 packs we were buying earlier? We're gonna dump everything into it. We're cleaning Grandpa out. Now, you might ask yourself, Mage, why? Well, first and foremost, we're gonna go here. Sort to attack. 3, 6, 9. We need to remove those. Eating Warrior later. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. 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 Plus reward. Yes to that. There's that. We can take the less recklessness out. We leave the offerings in. We have enough reloads. We got 2. Okay. Better than it could be. Okay, and now that we have all that there, we're going to do one other thing here. Favorites. We're going to take that off. We're going to take... No wonder I wasn't getting it. Did not have the correct stuff with favorites. Take the fissure off. Actually, yeah, let's take the fissure off there. Leave the trap hole. Leave those 2. Actually, no, let's take the trap hole off. Leave those 2 there. Leave just desserts. Take Robin Goblet off. Leave Boku. Take that off. Take that off. No wonder I was not getting some of the stuff. I forgot to remove some of the stuff here. But you gotta see some coolness. Got all that. Got all that. Got all that. Wizard Hut, Dark Hole. Did I take out Reborn? No, I did not. So there. Good there. Now, this is getting copied to 2. 3. And 4. Now you're really gonna see how this stuff works out. I'm still working on finding out a good, favorites card route for the early game and into the limited to take advantage of it more. But my lips are drying up, sorry y'all. Now, give me a second here while I check the one thing. Okay, weekend. Okay. So next week, we are officially at the regional tournament. We have to win regionals, and then we have to go to nationals. Gonna do a little walk here, go over here, head out. Also, say hi to the cute dog. Sorry, cute cat. Sorry, distance. Vision. essentially, what that would... They actually have their own unique decks, and you can actually duel them. Yep. Go here. Go here. Move that there. Remove that there. You have enough cards. So now, if I have done the favorite cards correct, we should have higher odds of getting Cyberstein. Like I said, it's still not precise, but it is what it is. Well, change card, Cyberstein. So, we did not get the Megamorph. But we did get card destruction, so we're gonna summon Cyberstein first. Use Graceful Charity. That's one of the other reasons why we get card destruction. We can't guarantee it. That there, that there. Okay. Removal there. Throw the trap hole down as that there. Now card destruction. If it was a normal opponent, we would not want to use this. But since it's an opponent that sort of does not matter as much, because they don't really have good back row, and we reduced our monster count to 10, just like for Rex, we basically limited them from having Dark Hole, Rugeki, Mirror Force, and Torrential Tribute. So we get to basically pull a Seto Kaiba, say screw the rules, we have money, we have a good deck now, and we're gonna use Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Neutron Blast! Neutron Blast! By the way, fun fact, Twin Swords and Flashing Light was only ever printed twice. But essentially, since we can't guarantee 3 Megamorphs, it essentially acts as a 3rd Megamorph. And also since it's best of 3 again, well, we can concede if we need to. Monster Reborn, card destruction, offerings to the doomed, offerings to the doomed. We're going first, so let's see what we get. Force Raider. I'm gonna set tribute to the doomed. Go to card destruction, see what we get. Let's try to pull that there. And we're going to take a surrender. Again, best of 3. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're gonna skip there. Go there. Gonna pick our stuff. Also, hopefully you all can hear me with the microphone. Fissure, fissure, fissure. Just had to... One of those, like, I wanted to know for myself, so... Okay, so Rugeki Break, Fissure, Reload, Force. I'm going to reload the hand. No. Oh, yeah, summon that, reload the hand. Rebel Goblin Attack Force, Twin Swords and Flashing Lights, good there. Trap Hole there. Offerings there. It's not going to help us, but 1 and 3, well, 3 monsters normally on that one there. Back row, okay. Offerings, offerings. No, we don't want to use offerings. Set offerings. Summon Goblin Attack Force will attack. They could still have Trap Hole, but since we don't have to worry about any back row, we're just going to attack. And attack, and attack, and attack. On it, so it'll bounce the 1. Now, did I summon this turn? Yes, I did. Sometimes you gotta double check when you're unsure. Good! Penguin Soldier, okay. Yeah, that there, summon that there, use Trap Hole to counter his stuff. Also, by the way, that Hane Hane was a 1 and 3, as they only have 3 effect monsters. Again, it's the way the opponent's decks are built. Long, complicated. I have a guide. It's usually in my actual VODs for this whenever I do a marathon submission, so feel free to look it up. And it's also on SRC. It's only at version 1.0, but it really does help explain a lot more of this. Trap Hole there. Okay, that's good. Megamorph, we're ahead. So we're going to Twin Swords of Flashing Light. Card that there. Jammer, okay. Good enough there. Don't want to use Megamorph, but we are going to now set Offerings to the Doom after battle. Don't want to make that mistake. Avoid that text box. Avoid that text box. Timings. Battle phase. I could do one summon, but it's just... MTG is still fun, thank you very much. I still play both games. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's more of the... I played a lot of the retro formats versus the modern game. Swing that to attack. Also, fun fact, if you notice down at the bottom, we finally actually have a countdown timer. As it tries to give you that sense of actual competitive play on that one. So we'll mass again. By the way, I will point out, considering we started almost 10 minutes behind, whoops. Fun fact, you cannot go to that, so it does prevent you from entering into certain things. We've made up a lot of time. Go here. Remove these. Remove this. And also, because I also forgot one thing. Fissure out. Because we won't need it. Fissure out. So we're good to go on the next match. Let's go to the preliminaries. Depends. They did finally come up with a second supported format in Genesis, which is sort of based off of the old Sacred Cards, Receive for Destruction, those old games where each card has points. I like this hand. I like this hand. No, we don't want to reload. I love this hand. So, Cyberstein? No, not quite yet. We're going to set that there. If we hadn't drawn Cyberstein, we would have just used Witch of Black Forest. So we're going to do that. Waste for charity. Now we're just digging for the win con. The extra thing. Destruction, reload. Get rid of that there. Get rid of that there. Because we have a compulse. So let's card destruction, see if we can find it. Warrior Lady. Okay, we didn't find that there. But we got enough stuff for it to basically just attack with both next turn and then attack with our high attack monster the following turn. We're going to use compulsory evacuation device during their turn and do some other stuff. Yeah, pendulum monsters. Insert the meme about Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can't read. Well, considering I'm also a Magic the Gathering player, I can read. Tribute to the Doomed. Okay, we'll just go out Vorce Raider and attack with all of our damage. Attack. That's 65, basically. Take a Neutron Blast to the face. Ah! Sorry, y'all. I couldn't help doing the opponent's, like, you know, Seto Kaiba attacking them for damage. Couldn't help throw out some of the memes. And hopefully you've all been enjoying this run. You know what? Yes, I'm just going to use this now. I didn't need to, but I didn't want to actually skip through the text. And of course, we want to do the cool thing with Neutron Blast! End this! My blue eyes! Game 1, pass through. Okay, they're going first. Depends on the hand. Now, if we get a good hand... Sorry, y'all. Reload. Okay, so we can see a reload ahead. In this instance, we're looking for tribute to the doomed, plus the other stuff. Off return, offerings. Luckily, it's also game. Also, we won game 1, so okay. He just made this, is he? We're gonna go here. Like I said, if they're going to give us not so good and they're going to counter that, we're just gonna take it to game 3. Endgame is more about just, can we get certain things? Reload, Wall of Illusion. Okay. No, we don't want that. Sakuretsu armor. Full reload. And it's good enough to reload. Got the Mega Roar. Okay. Set. Widespread. We'll set Goblin Attack Force. That way, it's 0 defense. We'll force them to summon. We'll do that. There. Force Raider. So let's see here. I'm going to set Spear Dragon then. Times it. For end phase. We'll have to deal with one thing for it. But we're hoping that we can essentially get them to summon something else. Okay. Not flip summoning. Okay. So because they didn't flip summon, we can just use the Widespread Ruin to attack with our other monsters and go for lethal. Reload now. I'm going to set that there. Activate compulsory evacuation device. Okay, let me do some quick maths. 23. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do this so that way I don't have to worry about seeing the trigger. Grapple works because they'll summon something again and we'll just deal with it. I did not. It was 36. Sorry. 38, 48, 58, 59, 60, 61. It would be 61, but this... we'll just draw whatever and go for it. We'll win next turn. The next turn or the turn after that, just because of what we have access to. Already Dragon. Trap hole it. And because I know what they have access to. Warrior Lady. Spear Dragon attack position. Let's attack with both. This will be 35. Nah, we'll leave with 400 left, so that's good for now. Okay, attack one of those, but we have game now on board. Yep, we do. Thanks for attacking my warrior lady. It was restricted at the time. It was good. Not in this game though, so we just use it because we can. It's also a blue rare, so I didn't explain rarities. It goes sparkling yellow, yellow, blue, red, gray, and then common. So Teeny Warrior Lady being a blue rare means it's a lot harder to get a hold of. Still can't believe we actually manifested that Mataza the Zapper into reality. Like this. We're gonna remove everything there. We're gonna double check quick. Get 41 exact. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And now we're on to the preliminary championship, aka round 3. Win this, we go to nationals. This punches our ticket into the national championship. We're going first. Edward gets the kind of the old lady. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. You're probably not gonna like what's gonna happen. Off return, compulse. Nope. No, thank you. I'll take that one. You can take game 1. I mean, yes, it was a hand that I could work with, but it's also game 1, so that idea of I'll see 6 more cards, please, thank you. And if worse comes to worse, I still win. Spear Dragon, excuse me. Okay, Widespread Ruin, yes, that there. Offerings, set offerings. Geki Break, we're not going to use it, but we're going to take advantage of it. We're going to set that there. We're going to lead on Widespread Ruin to get rid of their monster. Well, that's if they would summon it. Megamorph, okay. So we're going to lead Dimensional Warrior then. So Trapple, that there is good for us. We're going to use that later on. I'm going to attack here, see what they summon. Since I don't have to worry about some things. Hey, Hane Hane. Or Hane Hane. Take your pick on pronunciation, so it's going to return that to hand. No, we don't need to worry. We'll just keep the hand up, and we're just going to do that next turn. Main phase 1, okay. Attack, please. Thank you. We're gonna use that Widespread Ruin now. If it turns out to be not 7 tools, okay. Okay, Trap Hole. That's beautiful. Gonna use that there. Yeah, I thought about testing it to see if it's Magic Jammer, but I'll wait until after the attack. That way I set up for a backup plan. Timings, battle phase, timings, battle phase. So we'll win next turn. But 12, 19, okay. Won't still quite yet. Okay, activate this. Megamorph here. No, that there. Okay. Let's see here. So single attack 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. No, it's not going to help as much. Doing quick math to see if whether or not the Twin Swords of Flashing Light would have actually been enough to attack for lethal. And the power of this Spear Dragon, because it automatically changes speed, wouldn't get the second attack in, sadly. So, would not work there. Okay, that there. Auto. I want my draw. I'll take the Sucker Wretched Armor to get rid of it. Nope, I'll take the Sucker Wretched Armor to get rid of it. Because if it isn't... So if it were 7 tools, we'd have it out anyway. Spear Dragon. Summon Spear Dragon. Let's attack. Nope. I will say, again, not bad for having to make up 10 minutes. Let's see, started at 20-minute mark. Well, not 20-minute mark. Lost, you know, like time for the first few duels. So, not bad for making up the time. We'll still probably win. Go in second, okay. Draw, Pot of Greed. What does it do, everybody? What does Pot of Greed do? That Acid Trap Hole times that for draw phase. Penguin, Horse, Widespread Ruin. Okay. Yeah, set Dimensional Warrior. End turn here. Use this here. Acid Trap Hole on their creature. Okay. Widespread Ruin will help with that one. Okay. Not attacking. That's okay. Offerings to the Doomed. Okay. That there. No. Yes, we want to set offerings, then I guess flip summon this. Yeah, widespread ruin will cover it. We'll attack there. Use the Dimensional Warrior to attack 1200. Follow that up with a Penguin Soldier next turn, hopefully. Or Cyberstein if we pull it. Not the worst run. At least it's got good commentary. That's the one positive note for it. Yes. Offerings. Oh, widespread. 7 tools. Okay. Well, at least get rid of it, so that's positive for us. Take the 6. It'll be moved from play. Thank you. Force Raider. Penguin Soldier in attack position. Now, I'm going to set that up for battle phase next turn. Attack, summon Force Raider out. Should be enough game for the next turn. So there we go for that there. Yep. Not gonna matter on that one there. Still gonna go there. Still gonna do that one there. Okay, 32. Still win. Skip the draw phase. I'm not even gonna do math. 29. I'm just gonna summon both, attack both, and go for game. Sorry, sorry if I'm getting fidgety. It's just sitting around for almost 3 hours. Just put the hair down. It is what it is. So there we go. We've just made it through the prelims. So we're on to the last duel of the run. The National Championship. I want you all to give me your spirit energy. Come on, all. We're on to the National Championship. Can we win? Can Mage make up a over 10-minute behind difference at the start of the run? Who's our opponent? Yes, we are. I sometimes wonder whether or not it actually makes you have to battle the first opponent you dueled against. Because this is a random one. It's random on that one there. But we're facing Unochi again. Or Joey Wheeler for the English people out there. Also, you gotta enjoy the music. Thanks for Cherry. Thank you. Iceberg Ruin, Sangan, Spear Dragon, Monster Reborn. Okay, Monster Reborn's the discard. Offering, set Sangan, set Widespread Ruin. Now, we're gonna just search for a little card called Cyberstein. Give Joey some can I make up the post-traumatic stress disorder from Kaiba using Blue Eyes Ultimate on him? I mean, I don't mean that negatively, it's just he's used it on him a lot. We're not going to use the one thing. We're gonna get Cyberstein, of course. Doesn't matter what that back row is. No, we're not going to reload. We're going to summon Cyberstein. Now we're going to reload. Reload the hand. Magic Hammer, good enough. And we don't have to worry about anything else. We'll only miss out on 700 damage. But it doesn't matter, because we're just going to summon out Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We're going to have Cyberstein attack. We're going to destroy whatever his monster that he summons next is. Considering, like I said, I was over 10 minutes behind at the start. Made it up slowly over time. Trap hole. Sorry, Joey. Okay, Monster Reborn. Okay, doesn't matter as much. We have Widespread Ruin as a backup now. We're choosing our spells and traps in specific orders, so that way we take advantage of all of our stuff. Each of the do, don't have to worry. We have a clear field. We attack. Game 1 is done. Neutron Blast. Let's mash through it. Will Joey be nice? Okay, going first. Let's see what our hand is. Pulse, Megamorph. Okay, double Megamorph. Oh, if we pull Cyberstein, we actually have something. No. Reload. Okay. I'm gonna set Megamorph. I'm gonna reload the hand. Nope, don't need to do that there. The dragon, reload. Let's reload again. Sangan, Twin Sword, Sakuretsu. That's good enough. We'll let one monster kill it. We'll do that there. We'll win. Oh, not next turn, but we'll do some coolness. Okay, Panther Warrior. Even better. Attack, kill. Sakuretsu armor, the Panther Warrior's attack. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, everyone. Get your Neutron Blasts ready in chat. Get them ready in chat. Sakuretsu armor. Set. Get ready, all. I normal summon Cyberstein. I pay 5,000 life points to summon my ultimate creature, the ultimate engine of destruction, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I then equip it with Megamorph. I then declare attack directly on your life points. Neutron Blast! And just like that, we just won the championship. Now, time is not just yet. It's a few seconds once the splash screen appears. We just won the championship trophy. And time! Not my best run, but I think the commentary was good for you all, so hope you got to enjoy that one. Yeah, to give you an answer, for all you Magic the Gathering players out there, think of your OTKs. Think of like your OTKs, like I'm going to one-shot you with a single hit. That's what we do in the speedrun. Once we get the ability, we one-shot you if we can. And if we can't, well, we figure out a way to survive and the old-fashioned way. Fun fact, the credits in this game are our deck. The actual cards we played. Like I said, not my best run, but I do hope you all enjoyed it. And hopefully I did give some interesting commentary on that one. I have a very good guide for this. Highly recommend y'all check it out. It's a freaking amazing run. Like, unlike something like Forbidden Memories, where it's like you have to memorize a lot of stuff like that, it's more about, am I going to have some fun? Can I understand some of the basic old school stuff with a game? And just, can I, take advantage of all the information? Like, I screwed up. I was down 10 minutes. I made it back up in the back end. Normally, like, world record's only a 241. Fastest time I've had, in practice, sub 230. The variance is there, but it's also a fun one. It's like, it just allows you to actually try different things. The route is very flexible. Like, you could take some different passwords if you want. If you want to go for certain cards, you could go for that one. I just choose to take all the information and go, this is what they're not using. We can use this to beat them. You could go with the whole hand rip strategy where they have no hand and you attack. You could go with a lot of equipped cards. It's all about just having fun. That's one thing I am happy about this speedrun. And I got to show you all. Like, it is a very fun speedrun. Also, one thing I'm actually going to start doing for marathons for incentives, we have enough money for Exodia. So we can do the Exodia obliterate to our final opponent. But, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this. I don't know when they want me to get off, but the stream. But at the same point, I am happy you all enjoyed it. I'm happy you all enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm Mageius1. Check out my Twitch channel, you know,